Hello, I'd like to review the instructions with you for 1.6 Discover Engineering. One important thing to note is I would like you to type your answers in complete sentences, use the spell check button when you're finished, and please type your answers in a color other than black, such as red or blue. The first thing we have here is the introduction, and it's talking about what is engineering and the fact that it's a diverse field with many disciplines that involve a lot of different types of knowledge and skills. Pretty much everything that is not natural, all right, was probably designed and created with input from engineers. Shampoos, buildings, all types of things involve engineers and design testing and all of that. So engineers are problem solvers. The thing is that depending on what type of discipline you're involved in or field, it will affect what type of problems you're solving. Many of these involve multiple disciplines. These are things like environmental engineering, which is a subcategory of civil engineering. Others are combining aspects. For instance, mechatronics, which is a class we're going to have, is a pretty new branch that has both mechanical and electrical principles involved in it. So in this activity, now that we've talked about an overview of what is engineering, I'm going to have you investigate the four major disciplines and their impact. So let's go through question by question so that you can understand what I'm asking for. In number one, right down here, what is engineering? So here is what's important about this question, is it's based on your current perception, all right? Not what a dictionary definition tells you. So you'll answer that. Now, here's what's important. Right here, it says investigate the engineering profession. These are some websites that may be helpful. But you don't have to use just this website. You can look at other ones. A couple that I recommend definitely is the Discover Engineering and the Try Engineering. And then as you're performing your research through these websites, you're going to record your information and then you're going to write responses. So for number two, here's the important things. You'll have four disciplines. You need to describe the four major disciplines. And then here's the part that most people don't do and forget. I want you to identify problems or projects that you might do in each of those disciplines. So it's what is the discipline and what will you work on? The next one is to choose a discipline that is of interest to you. It says other than chemical, civil, electrical, or mechanical, but I don't mind personally if you choose one of those four. I would prefer if you chose something more specialized because you're going to describe that field and then you're going to explain how it is related to one of the other major ones. This optional part, you do not have to do that. The next thing that you're going to do is look at this greatachievements.org website, and you're going to choose one of those achievements. Based on that is how you'll answer the next few questions. After that, you're then going to describe the achievement that you got from greatachievements.org. Number 5, from your chosen achievement, which major discipline, and that's one of the big four, the chemical, civil, electrical, and mechanical, do you think was involved? And when it says justify your answer, that means explain why. The next thing that you're going to do is go to this website. Reviewing your choice of an engineering discipline in 3, you're going to think about how that type of engineer could solve one of those grand engineering challenges. For question number 6, you're going to choose one of those challenges from this website. Next, you're going to describe the challenge from this website. Number 8, why is the solution to the challenge that you chose important? Then number 9, the engineer in your chosen discipline from the previous question contribute to a solution. So what you want to think about is, how could your specific type of engineering use that knowledge to solve that problem? Now, the next thing that I have to talk to you all about are conclusion questions. And I'm always asked, do we have to answer the conclusion questions? I will tell you right now, the answer is always yes, you must answer all of the conclusion questions unless I specifically tell you no. So the default answer to conclusion questions is yes, you have to. Here's the thing. The conclusion questions have no real right or wrong answers. It's a what you think, what are your opinions based on what you've read and done. So, what makes an engineer regardless of work? Why do you think engineering has been called the stealth profession? And there's this hint right here to help y'all with that, if you can't come up with an answer yourself. What is the difference in an engineer and scientist? Another good one that if you can't think about, it's good to do some internet research on. And what do you think is important to being successful in any type of engineering? So hopefully that helped y'all with everything you need to do to complete this assignment. Please make sure that you have turned it in when you are finished.